Hello, welcome to the video on how to set up a Merch by Amazon affiliate website. First thing you want to think about is picking a domain name. So I went ahead and done some research ahead of time on the type of name that I'm going to be using for this website. I actually like to use Google domains. For $12 a year, you can pick a name. It allows you to also keep your information private so people can't look up to see who you are, like who owns the domain. That's included for the $12 a year. A lot of the other places, they will offer you like a low price up front, like $1 to register your domain name. But then after that, it's usually more expensive than Google's $12 a year. So what we're going to be doing is called the Wineshirtcom. And it should be available because I just checked. There we go, $12 a year, the wine shirt. See here, it allows you to make your information private down here on the bottom. You can opt to auto renew it or not. Right now I'm just going to skip that. I'm going to go ahead and purchase this. Then we'll have to come back here and update this information in a few minutes. So we're going to go ahead and come over here to HostGator. This is their WordPress cloud hosting plan. Part of the reason I chose this plan is because it is supposed to be faster. Also, it does include backup, so it will constantly back up your website for you. That's really important. There's different plugins out there that you could install on your website to back it up. It's nice that this hosting actually includes that. You can go with a less expensive hosting option, such as shared hosting. But the problem with that is a lot of times the shared hosting is much slower. And what I'm going to be showing you, the Amazon affiliate website, uses a lot of resources. Part of the reason is because your shirts, when you import shirts into your site, there's so many variations, you know, men's, women's, youth, all the different sizes, all the different colors. So when it imports all of that, it does actually use quite a bit of resources. This particular plan is basically designed to be faster than a regular shared plan. Again, you can do a shared plan. That's not a problem, but I'm actually choosing to go with the WordPress cloud hosting. It is supposed to be faster, and we'll check that out once we have everything set up. So I'm going to come over here. Oh, those prices are to sign up for 3 years. Wineshirtcom. So we're just going to go ahead and try it out for a year. So the prices will be different. See here, 12 months is $7.95, 24, and then 36. Don't really care for that part of it, but again, this is a little bit faster plan, so we're going to go ahead. So down here, here's your free site lock. Here's your free backup. If you want an SSL certificate, let's say you wanted to set up your own site similar to a Shopify, and you want to do like sell shirts through Printful or whatever, you could do this. So you could sign up for an SSL. You would need this in order for people to purchase directly from your site. We're just going to be doing a site that redirects to Amazon. So over here, check out. Oops, messed up my email. Oops, there we go. give this a minute. Then they're going to go ahead and do some stuff on their end. So while they're going ahead and setting up our account, basically I'm going to be using what's called the Kingdom theme, and the plugin is called WooZone. So WooZone allows you to import all of your shirts, or pretty much almost any product from Amazon, onto your site. The reason, and then the theme is called Kingdom. The reason I like that is it is a WooCommerce based theme, and it makes the site look very nice and clean. And again, you can customize the site once you get to that point. So they're going to go ahead and send you an email with your password. You just need to copy and paste that in here. I'm going to let Google save that for me. Save it again. So I'm going to go back to hosting. Again, I want my name server information. Click my account. Let's see. Anyways, they do actually. I'm going to go ahead and try and follow this thing. Okay, here we go. Server, WordPress. Okay, here we go. Here's the name servers. Now I need to add these name servers over to Google Domains over here. So I'm going to go Google Domains, the Wineshirt, configure DNS. Over here. Copy this in here, or paste it in there, sorry. Then the next one is going to be another number, 6, like so. Go ahead and save it. So you're all set for that. Now we're going to go back to hosting. So since we just updated the information on Google Domains, the Wineshirt here is not quite ready. So we'll have to wait a minute. Okay, so over here under hosting, we're going to click on settings, manage WordPress. This can take a little bit of time before it updates and is working properly. So now here we are. This is in the back end of WordPress. So one of the first things I want to do is go to settings, permalinks. Then you always want to change the permalinks over here to post name. That helps with SEO. So go ahead and do that. Change it. Let's go to general settings. Here you want to change the site name. See how it changes up near the top, the Wineshirt, whatever you want to do. And then here you want to do some sort of tagline. What's the site about? Drinking wine and wearing t-shirts. Whatever you want to put up there. Then you're going to have your email address, your WordPress address. I would come down here and change your time zone. You can do it by city if you want. Save that. I would also, let's see, check writing. I don't remember. Okay, that's fine. Reading. This is fine for now. Next, I would go to pages. And just go ahead and delete this one. And then we're going to add a new page. I'm just going to call this front page. And just hit publish. Now go back to settings. I think it's, is it writing again? No, I'm sorry, it is reading. So here, static. And we'll go front page, save changes. I want to go to plugins. I do not use this, so I'm going to delete it. I would not use this. You want to get rid of these unnecessary plugins, delete it. Mojo, not going to use it. You could keep it if you want. Now add WooCommerce. You're going to need this plugin. Oops. Oh, sorry. Add new. Go to WooCommerce. Install. And you're going to activate it. Choose where you're based out of. So United States, Illinois. So here we're just going to sell. We're not selling. We're not going to sell digital products. Or we're not going to sell physical products. Actually, you don't even have to fill this out. Just hit not right now. There we go. Let's run the setup wizard though. Oh, I'm sorry, we do have to do this. They've changed this a little bit. Go ahead and put your address in, apparently. You're not going to be selling anything. Everything is going to get redirected. Well, you could, but these items are going to get redirected to Amazon. So just give this a minute here to just deactivate. Just make sure all this is deactivated, because you're not going to be accepting any payments. Here they have you can choose a storefront theme. That's a free theme from through WooCommerce, but we have a different theme we're going to be using, so deactivate that. We're going to skip Jetpack. And then that is it. You don't want to do anything else here. So next thing we want to do is to install our theme. So our theme is available over at codecanyon.net. Let's type in WooZone. WordPress. Sorry about this. I'll have links down below in the description. But basically it's called WooZone. So you're going to come to Code Canyon here, and then I just download it out of my under my downloads, but I'll provide a link. And then actually I think technically it's under Theme Forest here, but anyways, let's see here, WooZone. Anyways, I'll provide the link down below. You can go ahead and download it. It will download as a zip file. It'll give you the option. You only want to download the installable WordPress files, and we'll download it as a zip. And then for the theme, it's called the Kingdom theme. You will also only want to download the installable WordPress files. So once you go and you download those the theme is, I believe, $39, and the WooZone plugin, I believe, is $43. And then I'll show you what it looks like right now. So we're going to first go over here, appearance and themes. Now we're going to, it comes with various themes, I recommend deleting these two right here. Go ahead and delete. Now we're going to add a new one. Upload the theme, choose a file. Let's see, desktop. So here we have, oops, hang on a second. Sorry, this is, all right, here we go. So now we're gonna parents themes. We're gonna come over here, desktop. We're gonna go theme forest kingdom. Then you're gonna go ahead and hit install now. Then down here in the corner, you're gonna be able to see the progress. It's currently uploading this. This will take a minute. And I'll start to walk you through setting it up. Still waiting. So once you are finished uploading it, it'll give you these options. You want to activate the theme. There we go. Next, you want to go to plugins, add new, upload. Again, we have the Code Canyon. This is WooCommerce. And you want to activate this plugin. But we'll come back to this for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Kingdom Theme, install plugins. So we need the AA Backup Manager. So what I would do is let's select all the, I'm not going to use Convert Plus or Customizer. I'm not going to use Premium SEO Pack. I actually use Yoast. I'm not going to do the widgets either, or the Revolution slider. Now these are things you can do. You can customize the site any way you want. So let's install these. The Convert Plus is like a pop-up box in case you want to do like, oh, here's a free, give me your email and here's a free ebook or something to that effect. So you notice here it keeps saying current memory limit is 40 megabytes to up this to 128. I'll be going over that a little bit later, but we are going to be needing to increase our allocated memory in order for this to work better. Next, come here to your plugins. We're going to dismiss this notice. So WooZone, there is a new version, but we will want to basically to go through and activate this. So let's go to WooZone. It needs an item purchase code. You're going to get that over at Code Canyon under your downloads. So you go under your downloads and it'll say license certificate either in a PDF or a text. So go ahead and open that. Copy your item purchase code. Go over here, paste this in here, activate this. Now it's going to kind of walk you through. I'll just go personal webs. Let's just go other. Fresh install. So here you go. It's going to go ahead and now here's different options right here, Amazon or other sellers. So you can choose to have t-shirts from just Amazon or from third-party sellers. Personally, it doesn't matter to me, but you can determine if you only want Amazon or not. You can import from Amazon or just merchant. So you can set it as draft instead of automatically publishing it. And typically you don't want to import anything with a zero price, and you do want to import attributes. Okay, images. Again, I would reduce this down to maybe 5 at the most. Variations, same thing. I would reduce this down if you're going to be doing shirts. I don't recommend this with apparel to have it to be all. I would do, and then I would spin it on import. You can choose to do that or not to do that. I like to do spin on import. And next. They'll receive this message. You will be redirected to check out. If you just want to do a buy button, you can also put just have this say shop now or buy now. So we'll put in here buy now, well, shop now, whatever you want to put in there. You want this to open in a new tab. And you can change the size of your font. Here you need an access key. For anybody who has used Merch Informer, he talks about how to go through. I'll provide a link to the video, to a different video on how to get your access keys, but for now I already have my access keys, so I'm just going to copy and paste them in there. Also, what you need is an affiliate ID tag, basically. So you will need to make sure that you're signed up for the Amazon affiliate program. Technically, if you didn't want to sign up, because you're directing them to your shirt, so you don't technically have to sign up for an affiliate program if you didn't want to. But if you do that, then you can get commission and help try and sell your shirts at the same time. So you could just put anything you wanted in here for the affiliate ID. You could make up something, but what you'd want to do is you'd want to go to Amazon, and then once you're approved for the affiliate program, your Amazon associate bar will look something like this. You come over here to earnings, go ahead and log in, and then up here on the top you have manage your tracking IDs, and then you add a tracking ID, and I could put the wine shirts, right? See the -20, so oops. Actually, I missed a W, but that's okay. You just need a tracking ID that's not currently being used by anybody else. So there we go. So now we're going to come over here. Oops, come back. I'm going to put in that. Check Amazon keys. Says was able to connect, so you're good there. Hit finish. Now I can go and import products into your website. Under Amazon configure, and you can set up an on-site cart, which means they would buy something, they would add it to the cart, they would go to checkout, so on and so forth. You can turn this off, and then what it would do is it would just show like a shop now or buy now. So there would be no cart. Checkout email, you can ask them when they're checking out to enter an email. Even though it's still redirecting to Amazon, if they don't put in the email, it'll still go unless you make it mandatory right here. So all these others, I would just leave them. Check out, redirect in 3 seconds. The buy, if you don't have the cart, it'll be your buy button text. So you can have this say whatever, shop now, buy now, you know, whatever you want. Here, remote Amazon images, yes. Product availability by country box, that means if your items are available in different countries, it will show that. But you'll need to sign up for individual Amazon affiliates, one for Canada, one for the US, one for cross-selling. That means like when someone goes to a product, at the bottom they would show 3 other products, you know, kind of like the frequently bought together. So save settings there. So here you have again more settings. We can go to import setup. So here you go, 5 variations. I don't recommend all, but you can play around with this if you want, however many variations as you want. Same thing with images. I wouldn't go crazy, maybe 5 at most. I do recommend spin on import, because then your content will look different than what Amazon is, than Amazon's information. Also, you can edit the products and add more information. You know, Amazon has limited title links and other things like that. You can go in and edit these products on this website and make them whatever you want. So, and then you can come here. Now you want to add some products. There's different ways you can come here. It's called insane import mode. And there's different ways to add products to your site. You can search them. You can grab them, just paste the Amazon page URL here. You can paste the ASINs in here, and they have a Chrome extension you can get from the web store, and you can add products through the Chrome extension. Now here under search for products, you can basically go through different departments. I think, let's see, clothing and jewelry, right? Shoes and jewelry. Then you come over here, it gives you the next node. It's novelty and more, I believe, is for the Amazon t-shirts. Oh wait, I could be wrong. Is it novelty and more? Yeah, let's leave it novelty and more. Clothing. And then and then here you can type in your brand. So whatever your brand is, maybe your brand is beer or wine shirts, right? And then you can do however many, you can do up to 10 pages. So you can search if your brand is wine shirts, then it will find your brand and it will import those. Or you can import by keyword. Or again, you can do grab, add a list, Chrome extension. So you see this tree here, clothing, shoes, jewelry, novelty, more, so on and so forth. So if you're on the Amazon site and you type in wine t-shirts, so like here we go, here's a shirt, I just want to drink wine and pet my dog. And if you scroll down here, it's going to give you, here we go, so down here, Amazon bestseller rank, clothing, shoes, and jewelry. And then it goes to novelty and more, clothing, novelty, women, tops and tees, t-shirts. And then it's also available in clothing, shoes, jewelry, women, shops. Like here is, their brand is Crazy Dog t-shirts. So you could import all the shirts from Crazy Dog t-shirts onto your site if you wanted to, right? So that's how you are going to import products. We'll come back to this and I'll actually do a live import. And I also want to show you some other things with categories. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to, let's see, appearance, customize. This is how you want to customize your site. Here's how it currently looks. So let's go, first of all, the top bar. I would say yes, enable it. This is going to have your social right here. But then for the phone number, if you want a phone number, you can put a phone number in here. But otherwise, I recommend taking the phone number out unless you have a brand and you want to put a number in there. Go ahead and remove it. Still leave this enabled up here unless you don't want your, if you don't want your social media icons up here, you can go ahead and disable this. So header social options, you can turn on and off. Probably not going to have a YouTube. Probably not going to. You could do a Google page plus. So we'll just actually do that for now. You go ahead and then that will adjust this up here. You might want to install a fancier social media plugin. That's up to you. Theme fonts. This is where you can adjust the fonts for your theme anywhere, you know, so there's all of these options. Just for now, I'm going to leave them the way they are. Footer, okay. So we want to remove this right here in the footer. What I actually recommend that you put in here is when you have an Amazon site, you have to let your visitors know that it's an Amazon site. So come here, Amazon affiliate disclosure, right? So come here, identify yourself as an associate. We are a participant, blah, 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 blah. So what I would do is go here, copy this, paste this into your footer, and then also see how they have these different credit cards down here. I would say no, we do not want to show partner modules. Actually, the partner modules are like if you had brands, like if you had a shoe site and then you wanted to put like the Nike logo, the Reebok logo, so on and so forth. So with these, you just, if you want to remove the credit card stuff, you can just go ahead and like that. So go ahead and put, I would go ahead and put your Amazon affiliate down here in the bottom if you want. It's up to you. You can put it in different spots. You can create a whole separate page for it. Here is your colors. Different colors you can choose for the site. Home page settings, front page. See, site identity. Let's see, sorry about that. See, logo. I'll go ahead and I'll put something together for a logo here. So I'm just going to quickly throw together a quick logo in the spirit of the fact that it's a wine, it's called the wine shirt. I'm going to do like a wine red color. So I'm going to come over here. I'm just using Photo P here. Actually, I prefer for this, I'm going to use Pixlr. So I just come over here. This is just, you can do however you want to do a logo is up to you. So I'm going to do transparent. So come here, text. Just take this, we'll go the wine shirt, and then for your color, you can do that. Boom, there's like a wine red. If you want to make it bold or italic, right? Make it bold. How about bold and italic? And then we'll try and find a different type of font. So this is how I quickly, let's see, here's how I would come up with just an easy, quick logo. You can design your own, pay somebody, whatever you want to do. I need like a nice, that one's different. So let's take this, move this. Start over the wine shirt. So let's see here, go back here to color again. So, okay. Now here I'm just going to, crop. There we go, file, save, PNG. Sure. So this is just a real quick way to, because I really don't want this to be up there. So let's go, logo. Select image, load files. So here you have the wine shirt. This is pretty large, so we're probably going to, let's choose that image for now. So you can change the width here. We could go, maybe you want it 500. You know, that's a little big. Maybe 350. Okay, we'll just do that for now. We'll say. So, oh, and then colors here. Like I can do, there we go. So you can come through here and then change some of your colors. Publish. Okay. Now, in order to have any products on the page, we have to go to WooZone and import. So we're going to go back to insane mode, import. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I think I want to do, let's go, because I want to stay clothing. So let's go clothing and jewelry. Let's go novelty and more. And then I'm going to go funny wine t-shirt, right? Let's go funny wine t-shirts for women. And then I'm going to go, let's go 5 pages. I'm going to launch the search. Again, you're going to be doing this for your own website. So what I recommend is importing your products. I'm just showing you as an example. I'm not going to show you my designs and my products, but something you could consider doing is if you have, you could do a mix. So let's say you're doing a website with all your shirts. You could also include products. So if you are doing a wine shirt like this, I'm also going to import actual wine that you can buy from Amazon, bottled wine. So here's all the different shirts down here, right? So now what I recommend, and what I should have done before I did this was creating a category. So actually we're going to leave the page, sorry. So what I recommend doing is the category would be, let's see, because it's just wine, so we're going to go women's shirts, women's t-shirts. And you'll see later why we want to do that. So we're going to add women's t-shirts as a category. Then let's go men's t-shirts, because it's all wine. But if you have a site that's going to have wine shirts and beer shirts and other things, then you might want to do, you know, men's beer shirts, women's beer shirts, men's wine t-shirts, women's wine t-shirts. So here we have men's shirts, women's shirts. We could go, that's all I can think of at the moment. And then so let's go back to insane import mode. Okay, sorry, we're going to do this again. Clothing and, clothing, shoes, and jewelry. And we're going to go novelty and more. You could actually, yeah, there we go, clothing, because you don't want jewelry or watches, right? So let's go wine t-shirts. You notice how it comes up here? Wine t-shirts for women. It gives you like all these different items too. So we're going to go again 5 pages, launch search. So check this out. I'll show you why we did this here in a minute. It's actually, this helps organize or make your site cleaner, basically. So here's all kinds. And actually here it pulled in some sort of long sleeve. If you wanted, let's say you didn't, that's another thing. You want to do another category, maybe just hoodie or long sleeve. Like these say t-shirts, so you could actually click that one off and it won't import it. So you can kind of go through this list here and look at all the different shirts, and you can click on it and see here you go, 64 variations, 49 variations. Could you imagine if you had to import every variation into your site? So anyways, so what you do is you come down here and it says use category for Amazon, or you can just use women's. So you're just going to call the category women's t-shirts. It could be, you know, women's wine t-shirts, funny wine t-shirts, whatever you want to call it. I just don't want to use the Amazon category, which is going to be the longer basically name or tree of it. So here you go. It's going to import 48 products. As you can see, this is going to take a little while. It's fairly slow, so we'll go ahead and come back here in a second. Okay, so here we are. It finally is done importing. Go ahead, it says the process is finished, close the box. It's imported a ton of products in. 48 total products. Here you can kind of see some of the different products here real quickly. I'm going to now I'm going to import real quick. I'm going to import some products for men. Okay, I went ahead and imported some wine shirts for men. I'm going to go ahead and hit close box here. And we're going to go to pages. So here's the front page. We're going to edit this. Oh, sorry, hang on a second. Let's go back to plugins. Okay, actually, I did not go through and activate a bunch of these plugins. That was my fault, sorry. So I need to go through and activate them all in order for the site to work properly. Especially this WpBakery right here, you definitely need this activated. Let's go back to pages. All pages. Here we have front page. We're going to edit this. Or you can. So here we have this WpBakery. Now what you do is you come in here, you can add an element. We can do, let's see, for example, I'm looking for, okay, here we go, fancy heading. So we're going to add this. And then this will put a heading. We're going to call this best sellers, right? And you can align it, you can move it to the left. We'll go to say left for now. And we're going to add another one. Now here, see the Woo. So now we want to find the best sellers. Here's top rated, feature, best selling products. We're going to click this. 4 columns, 12 per page. We're going to save that. And then you can do another heading. We're going to call this, we'll just go down. Again, you can change the fonts, whatever you want. We'll call this women's wine shirts. Women's wine t-shirts. And I'll make this left, save changes. Now we're going to add category, see, right here, product categories. So there's categories, women. So here you go, right there, women's t-shirts. Four columns. Hit save. So we're going to come over here, let's update this. Then we'll go to the front page and check it out and see what it looks like. See if you guys. What I might do is for the best selling, if you have a site and you have, let's say you're, like I might actually add wine to this site. So it could be t-shirts or actual bottles of wine might show up under best selling. So now we're going to visit the site. Might actually have to go in here and empty this cache. We'll go back. It might take, actually might take a minute for this to update. So let's go back to pages again. See, you can also add a slider. See here it says show title. I do not, it said front page on the front. I do not want to show that. So I'm going to come up here and update this. It actually said the words front page, so I do not want to show the title. And since I'm here anyways, I'm going to add another title, another heading here. Let's go men's wine t-shirts. Go left. I'm going to add product categories again. Update this. Again, you could have a slider up here at the top if you want. You can have slider, heading, however you want it to look. As you can see, there's all these down here. There's all these different options. You can add content, different types of content, progress bars, pie charts, you name it, social. You can set up the site, like with this site there's no sidebars, so no widgets. Here's all different types of WooCommerce. These are Kingdom, from that Kingdom theme. You can do a post grid, media grid, so all carousel, so all kinds of different things. Embed Google Maps, not that, I don't know why you'd want to do that, at least not for this particular site. Here you go, so you can really customize it. So let's see what the preview looks like. It's still loading these for some reason. We'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like here in a minute. Okay, over here on the front page, I just wanted to go back and show you a couple of changes I made. So I changed the WooCommerce here to product category. So heading, Woo product category, and then I actually added some wine products. So here you can see columns 4 per page 12, and then down here category wine. So that's what I went ahead and updated for the front page. I had also changed show title to no, and no slider. Like I said, you can add a slider if you want. So now for pages, I would also recommend you go here, add a new page, create a page and call it blog, like this for now, and just publish that. This is if you wanted to put articles on your site. I do recommend, let's say you have a site like this that's focusing just on wine. You might do an article like what's the best wine with what cheeses, right? Because you're going to be you're going to be talking about wine. But then for shirts, you might do an article like funniest wine shirts for birthday parties, right? Do an article, something to that effect. You could write articles like that, and then when you write the article, put in your different wine shirts, like, oh, this is a great wine shirt for a birthday party, this one's great for graduations, like do things like that. So you're writing an article, but then you're sprinkling your products into those articles. So let's see here. The next thing I wanted to show you is we need to set up our menus. So we're going to go to Appearance, Menus. And then up here you're going to go to Screen Options, and you're going to add Product Categories. So this will add this down here. This allows you, when you go ahead and create a menu, we'll just call this Main Menu. So you're going to create the menu. And then this is going to be main navigation. And then here you're going to have your shop on there. So here we go, sorry. So I would do, if you want to do blog, you could. So let's go down here to product categories. I'm going to do women's, men's, wines. Then you can come here and actually, because I didn't capitalize these, so you could go women's t-shirts if you wanted to make this look pretty, like this. So there we go. We'll come here. We'll fix this one here real quick. So then maybe you want to add your blog down here, and you want a home page, right? Let's add this to the menu. And you can, again, you can just come in here and change this to home like that. So home, shop, women's, men's, wines. You don't have to do the shop if you don't want to. Everything falls under these 3 categories. You can add more categories if you want. I'm going to go ahead and save the menu. And again, it's under main navigation, so you can come here and check out the site. So here you go, home, shop. Like this. We want to fix we don't want this green. So we're going to come back to appearance, customize, colors. Copy this again. Oops, there we go. Copy. Let's actually change it to default. I don't know, something funny is going on, so we're going to do, oh, there we go. So now we're going to change it back to burgundy. Publish this. Okay, this looks like, here you have the stars, so you go down here to shop under customize. It says show star rating. You can add your own reviews, so if you have shirts on Merch by Amazon that have 0 reviews, you can go ahead and actually add your own under products, or here you can just come here and change this to Amazon, and if there's reviews, it will import the reviews from Amazon. See, here you go, it's starting to import some of the stars and reviews. Some are going to have no reviews. You go ahead and hit publish on this. The next thing we want to do is, because we're just going to be redirecting to Amazon, we don't want this cart and checkout up here. So what we need to do is add some CSS code. And again, you go to appearance, customize here, down here at the bottom, additional CSS, and then you paste this in here, and there it's gone. And I'll provide you guys with the code. I actually got the code from a person named Alex. He has a YouTube channel called WpEagle. So I did get that from Alex, but there it removes that particular checkout there, because I don't want that, because it's just going to be redirecting directly to Amazon. So the next thing we want to do is we want to add a caching plugin. There was one installed when we signed up for HostGator. I actually like this one better, so we're going to go to plugins, add new. It's a free plugin, and it's called WP Fastest. You can just type that in. It'll be the first one that comes up. Let's try that again. WP Fastest. Unexpected error. Okay, there's a problem right now, right? Let's try. We'll just try WP. There we go. I don't know what was going on. Maybe I was typing something in wrong. So here you go. WP Fastest Cache right here. 500,000. Really good rating. Install this. Then we're going to activate it. This will help your site run faster. I would install this last after you have most of the site set up. So here it is down here. We're going to go to the settings, start enabling. I pretty much enable pretty much almost everything. Okay. Now if your site starts to act goofy, what you can do is go back and disable some of these options right here. So when you go to your site, if it looks funny, then you might need to go back and disable some things, but this menu is still not fixed. This theme is not perfect, but it does work well for the price. There are better themes out there. They're typically more expensive, and just for what I'm using, this is just fine. WooCommerce even has a free theme you can do. It's not going to be, it's not as easy as using this. Oh, another thing you notice, so here you see how like it says shop now. I believe we can also go in and try and change the colors of this, but I'll have to double check. So I'm going to come here, change this back to the default. I'm going to copy this. So I copied that. That's default, default. So everything's back to default. I'm going to publish this. Go back and redo this real quick. Okay, so I changed this. So now I'm going to come back. So menu background. Publish again. Let's see if this actually will fix it, hopefully. Also for homepage settings, we added the blog. So here, front page, post page, we're going to change that to blog. Then we're going to publish that. So here on your menu, let's go back to the front page again. I don't know what's going on. So anyways, but you go to blog. I'll have to try and figure this out. So you go to blog, it's going to show you, and this is a post that comes preloaded, so you want to go in and delete that. So go back to the dashboard, and then go to pages, all pages, and oops, I'm sorry, not pages, posts. Go to all posts. Just click on posts here. Hello world, you just want to send that to trash. The next thing you want to do is you want to add analytics to your site. This will basically tell you Google Analytics plugin is installed, but you still have to sign into Google Analytics and add this site to it. So come up here, you can just Google Analytics. If you have a Gmail account, you'll have access to Google Analytics. And what you're going to do is go down to admin on the left. And then you're going to go to create a new property. Website name, the wine shirt. Down here, just type thewineshirt.com. If you want, pick an industry. We're going to go food and drink. It doesn't matter. I mean, you could go actually shopping technically. Let's come here to Central Time, then get tracking ID. So now you have it set up, and then I usually go through these and then turn on remarketing. This will help later on if you ever want to do ads or anything. Okay. So there's your tracking code right here. Then you come back to Google Analytics. You're going to go to Settings. You can authorize the plugin, which will go out to your, see, it'll ask for an access code. You can then click on this. So come out here, you click on your email if you have more than one. You're going to allow it to connect to your, and then there's your code. You're going to copy and paste that code into here, save it, and then if you have multiple websites, it already found it here, but if it has multiple, you can actually change, come down here and do different, which website you want it to go to. So hit Save Changes. So now on Dashboard and in Analytics Dashboard, you'll be able to see traffic. So here you go. Just so you know. And let me go back to Appearance Customize again. I don't know why the colors are not updating. It's very. So here you go. Here's your site. You have a home, shop, women's shirts, men's t-shirts, wine, blog. So if you click on wine, there you go. It's going to take you here, and then you have, people can sort by different. Then you can go to men's shirts. See, what I like about this theme is, see how everything is uniform. On some of these other themes, if the see, it truncates the title here. On other themes, it'll show the whole title, and then sometimes some shirts will be larger, some shirts, some of these squares will be large or will be smaller, so it won't look uniform. So that's kind of what I like about this theme. And then so here you go, like here's a perfect example. So this shirt right here does not fit with what we're trying to do. So it says pie buy. So what you can do is you can come here and go to Dashboard. You can go to Products. And you can search up here, pie, search. Right? I don't want this shirt on my site. It was an oversight. So there we go. We sent it to trash over here. So now it won't show up. Another thing you can do, you can manually add products to this if you wanted to. So let's look at shirts here. Let's go. We want to edit this shirt. You can actually go in and you can edit the shirts, and you can put, like, basically what you can do is you can update your title if you wanted to. You can update the description if you want to add more information. Things that basically, and here's product description, basically in some cases things that you might not already have on Amazon. So if you import your shirt, a bunch of this might be missing because you didn't put any of this in. So it's important if you want your products to be found through Google. If you don't care, that's fine. Like if you're just using this to basically share your products and put them on social media sites, it doesn't really matter. But let's say, for example, you want Google to find your site and find, these different products. You want to put more information in here, talking about wine, talking about the shirt, things of that nature. So one other thing I wanted to share with you guys is a site. It's called Keyword Finder. So let's say you want to do a site, and you're like, well, I wonder how many times people are searching for this. So if you type in wine t-shirts, right, this will find keywords for you, and it will tell you which websites. Etsy is #1 for wine t-shirt. And you kind of come down, see Walmart is actually #8. Here you go, Spreadshirt, so different things. Now that guy I was telling you, Alex on WP Eagle, he created a site basically using WooZone plugin, and he is, let's see here, beer t-shirts. Is it? Oh, I think it was beer shirts. So if you go to beer shirts, sorry. Maybe it wasn't beer shirts, but or maybe he dropped down. But at one point he was on page 1 for beer shirts, right? Here you go. There's 6,600 searches for beer shirts. And then here's other things people are searching: funny beer shirts, vintage beer shirts, right? See the different spellings: beer sweatshirt, beer tees, beer clothing, beer logo shirts. So this could give you an idea too about your site. Offensive t-shirts. 5,300 people are searching for offensive t-shirts. You're not going to put that on Amazon, but just so you know, 5,300 people every month. And if it's green, it's fairly easy to get traffic from that. It's not guaranteed, but this is just an estimation. So, oh, I forgot one other thing. Sorry. So we're going to go back to plugins. You want to install what's called a plugin called Yoast, and this will help people find your site through Google. Basically, this plugin talks to Google. It adds stuff to your site to make your site basically more friendly for Google. So always install. I install Yoast on every website I have. So there you go, SEO dashboard. There's not much you have to do. You can go through here. They have recommendations. You can go through these different general. They have a configuration wizard if you want to go through that. If you'd like, I'll do another video on that. There's a webmaster tools. I'll do another video on setting up webmaster tools and how that can help you also. So, but that is it. I'm gonna try and fix this color on the front page here and maybe import some more products. But so that's just a quick and dirty way to get all your Amazon products on a website. If you guys have any questions, I'll have a bunch of information, links, and everything down below in the description. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them for me down below, and I'll do the best that I can to answer them. Thanks, and have a great day.